माधवा कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रजजन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधवा कुंज विहारी हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय राधा माधव राधे जय राधा वृंदावन चंद्र राधे जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Radha Madhava ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Gaur Premanande. Sorry for being a little out of tune, and thank you for our musicians for talking. Prabhu was saying tune my head out. Yes, I should definitely do that. So I think we have some technical issues, but will be fixed. Some of you may have seen this slide. This is how my mind is right now. So it's my mind map for this lecture. So it's a little crazy. So I'll try to get it in shape. Okay. So today we'll be reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Before we start that, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Here reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse number 5. Yajnadana tapakarma natyajyam karyam evatat yajnodanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. Yajnadana tapakarma natyajyam karyam evatat yajnodanam tapaschaiva pavanani manishinam. The acts of sacrifice, charity and penance are not to be given up, they must be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity and penance purify even the great souls. Purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The yogis should perform acts of advancement of human society. There are many purificatory processes for advancing a human being to spiritual life. The marriage ceremony, for example, is considered to be one of these sacrifices. It is called the Vivaha Yajna. Should a sannyasi who is in the renounced order of life and who has given up his family relations encourage the marriage ceremony? The Lord says here that any sacrifice which is meant for human welfare should never be given up. Vivaha Yajna, the marriage ceremony, is meant to regulate the human mind so that it can become peaceful for spiritual advancement. For most men, this Vivaha Yajna should be encouraged even by persons in the renounced order of life. Sannyasis should never associate with women, but that does not mean that one who is in the lower stages of life, a young man, should not accept a wife in the marriage ceremony. All prescribed sacrifices are meant for achieving the Supreme Lord. Therefore, in the lower stages, they should not be given up. Similarly, charity is for purification of the heart. If charity is given to suitable persons as described previously, it leads one to advanced spiritual life. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Ena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurum Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaisnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tvam Swajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Brindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpa Tarupyascha Kripa Sindhupya Evacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Acts of sacrifice, charity and penance are not to be given up. They must be performed. Indeed, sacrifice, charity and penance purify even great souls. So this is the topic of our discussion for today. So you will notice for all through the lecture, we will not be even touching this verse until the end. The main reason is this is going to be a continuity to my previous lecture a couple of weeks ago. How many of you attended the Game of Life lecture maybe a couple of weeks ago? A few of them. Last time it was snowing, so a lot of you may not have been there. I'll give you a quick recap of that particular lecture, and this will be a continuity. There's a lot to cover. I don't anticipate to cover most of it now. Maybe I will do it in my future lectures more. There'll be part 3, part 4, part 5. So I'll try to do my best. A few things for those of you who don't know me. I'm a Sunday school teacher downstairs. So I teach the age group 14 and above. And particularly it's an interesting task for me because I have to be able to correlate the teachings of Bhagavad Gita to the younger generation who are trying to understand, from the perspective they go to school, the whole world is different for them, and it's different from what is in the temple and what's out there. So I try to present the topics of Bhagavad Gita in a way they can relate. So the last time when we started here, I said I will take that similar style of teaching the kid, how I teach the kids downstairs and present it here. One more thing, again, as part of teaching, you can always teach first grade, second grade, third grade, and 10th grade and PhD students. Often the topic may be the same, but we simplify it so much for the first graders. So a lot of you are, very senior devotees here, so any topics that I present here may not seem 100% accurate because they are oversimplified. So if you can tolerate me there, that would be great. So a simple example I'll give, right? A group of students were in the class, and the teacher said, if I gave you 2 mangoes to each and every one of you, and then I gave you 3 mangoes after that, how many mangoes in total will you have? So everybody was saying, 5, 5, 5. One student said 7. The reason that student said 7 here is because he had 2 more mangoes in his bag. So total he had was 7 mangoes, right? So that does make sense. So some of you may have additional information or advanced information on these topics. So whatever is seen here may seem a little wrong. So please tolerate me for that. Okay. So the last time, the challenge I presented to the audience was, we are in the process of designing a video game. It's a 4-dimensional video game which is very much similar to this world, and we are constructing the video game from ground up, from ground zero, right? So nothing exists, and then we are going to create the whole video game. And that video game is very, very similar to our life in this world, pretty much. So we started with the basic foundational elements of this video game. We said we need earth, water, fire, air, and ether to make up the different objects of the video game. It could be houses, it could be people, it could be animals, it could be many things in this world, right? So the basic elements are earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And the combination of these brings up different kinds of things in this world. Now, as we build the video game, we said, just if the objects exist, that is not enough. What happens in the game is there's transmission of information from one object to the other object, and the interactions happen. So how does this information go from one object to the other object? It is through smell, taste, color or light, touch, and sound. These are the basic elements in which how information is transmitted, right? Now, as we go further down, there are 2 types of objects, animate and inanimate. Animate means that has life, and then the inanimate ones they don't have life. So the one that have life have the capacity to receive that information and process that information. So So they have something similar to this, not exactly eyes, but could be something else. Like a bat does not have an eyes, but it can understand the environment through the sound waves and stuff like that. So there's sight, ears, touch or skin, nose, and taste. And similarly, you should be able to transmit information or do work. The inanimate object should be able to do some work. So those are the ability to speak, the ability to work, meaning using our hands, or animals use their limbs and whatnot, ability to travel from one place to other place, then ability to create, meaning create other living beings, procreation and whatnot, and then evacuating, meaning maintaining the body and evacuating the toxins from the body. These are the basic elements. And lastly, when this information enters into the object, that information has to be processed, right? For example, if our character sees somebody attacking him, he sees the light saying that somebody is running towards me, but he or she should be able to process that information, right? So there should be some facility to process that information. So that information is processed in something called the mind. So the mind, what it does is it takes information, it analyzes, it says accept, reject, or do something, right? Now intelligence is saying that if it's an additional faculty, which means some objects are very intelligent, mean they have more discriminative power, they can do additional things. So intelligence is more like higher information telling the mind, you can do this, do this, do that. It's more strategic. Okay. And then the ego means identity. So if when you start a video game, you have different characters, right? There's this, I don't know what kind of video games, but there could be a king, there could be a queen, there could be workers, they could be business people and whatnot, right? Each character has an identity, so that's the ego. And then consciousness means, so this is where we're differentiating. When we go and start when we go into the video game, let's say we start the video game, it'll ask you to which character do you want to be, right? So we are animating that character. So we are from outside taking control of that character. In one way, you call it the avatar. So I will tell what I told last time. So I told last time, Pandrongopal specifically told, as you speak, 90% of the people may not get it. So I hope that doesn't happen. So I'm just telling this because last time somebody told me, just because you put that pre-clause, I was more attentive to listen and understand it. So I'm saying if you don't follow carefully, you will probably be lost soon. So, and then the video game starts when you press the start button, right? There's time. So there's time going on, and then the game starts. Now different characters are interacting with other characters, stuff is happening in the game and everything. And then eventually there's something called, the whole game has some intelligence behind it. It has rules, like there's force of gravity, there's rules and regulations that are happening and whatnot, right? So this is nothing but the world according to Srimad Bhagavatam. The Srimad Bhagavatam says this world, it's made out of the gross elements, which is earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And in this world, information is through smell, taste, touch, and sound. And then these are the different faculties, how information is coming into our bodies. This is the game of our life. So we are all playing this video game. That was our part one. That's where we concluded, and then now we will go into part two. Okay. So we're ready to begin the game. And then we said, in the game, everybody is going after many things. Some people are after dharma. They're trying to do good things, religiosity and whatnot. Some people are trying to gain money. They're trying to get points by gaining money and whatnot. Some people are running after enjoyment, and then some people are trying to get liberation, meaning trying to avoid the sufferings of this world. So this is every character is doing this world. So think of this. You are playing this game